Hello, everyone. It's Alicia Mayo, the founder and CEO at Clari-T Media. Just saying thank you to everyone supporting Clari-T Media. You can find us on all of your favorite social media platforms. Please follow, like, share, and subscribe. And visit our website at www.claritmedia.org so that you can help us produce more great content like this by making your tax-deductible contribution today. Thank you so much, and have a happy holiday season.
If you'd like to be a guest or suggest show ideas, drop us an email or a direct message. We'd love to hear from you. Clari-T Media, human stories, grassroots solutions. Subscribe, like, follow, and share. The Bay Area Mental Health Hour, Clari-T Conversations, and We the People. Building trust for the first time. Out of chaos comes clarity. Clari-T Media.
Like a spot, just winning. Media life spinning. Media life spinning.
Masks reduce the spread of COVID-19. COVID-19 spreads from person to person through respiratory droplets as we cough, sneeze, talk, or breathe. Wear a mask that covers your nose and mouth and fits snugly against the side of your face without gaps. Masks act as a barrier to help stop respiratory droplets from spreading to others. They also act as a barrier to help stop droplets in the air from spreading to you. If you are within 6 feet of a person with COVID-19, you could be exposed. Stay at least 6 feet from other people and wear a mask. If possible and safe, increase ventilation by opening windows, doors, and using fans. Wear a mask over your mouth and nose. Stay at least 6 feet away from others. Avoid crowds and poorly ventilated spaces. Wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds. Get a COVID-19 vaccine when it's available to you.
The holidays come to life in Oakland.
Celebrate with friends, food, and shopping.
It's all here. Oakland for the holidays.
Give the gift of elevated living. Dorian Webb is Oakland for the holiday.
Set the season with Taylor J. We are Oakland for the holiday.
Capture the moment with Images by Antar. We're Oakland for the holiday.
Come out, shop, and celebrate the season.
Support the businesses that support our community.
We are Oakland for the holidays.
Today's live stream is being brought to you by Clari-T Media. Support the San Francisco Dreamkeeper Initiative, recognizing and investing in the diverse Black and African American communities of San Francisco with a wide range of programs to support youth, families, seniors, and members of the Black LGBTQ+ communities. Dreamkeeper San Francisco is fostering hope for generations of Black people to feel free to dream boldly. Visit dreamkeepersf.org today.
There was a lady who came up and she was like, I just want to try your oysters. She ate the oyster and she was like, the vegan hood chef's got the best motherfucking oyster. I was like, oh my God. Because it's like mind blowing. Like, you really like mushrooms. You thought you didn't, but this is an oyster mushroom that you really enjoy. There is a lack of information around veganism, and a lot of our people are really apprehensive about trying new things. We show up with our vegan meals, our vegan dishes, and we don't tell folks, and we just allow them to have that experience on their own. My name is Raima Calloway, and I'm one half of the Vegan Hood Chefs.
My name is Ronisha Johnson, and I'm one half of the Vegan Hood Chefs. The Vegan Hood Chefs is a community-based food truck and catering business based out of San Francisco, California, that started in 2017. Our mission is to support education and access for Black and Brown communities around healthy foods.
So we serve Creole-based vegan food. Both of our families are from Louisiana, so we like to pay homage to our grandmothers who taught us how to cook.
Kyle, your order is ready. Here you go, Kyle.
Vegan food is food that doesn't consist of any meat or animal products like milk, eggs. It's not produced by like bees. I believe the gateway dish to veganism on our menu is the po' boy. And once they try that, they're like, I'll try anything else.
So for our po' boy, we use a local bread baker, which is Acme. And their bread is super, super fresh, and it like is unmatched. They also have vegan bread. It's super hard to find like vegan deli bread. What we do is we take our Acme bread and we slather it with some nice vegan butter, put it face down on the grill to kind of get it a toast. We take oyster mushrooms, of course, and then we use a Cajun cornmeal batter. And we use coconut milk as a wet batter as a base to add flavor. And so the cornmeal is kind of what you would traditionally batter like an oyster po' boy, a traditional Cajun oyster po' boy, and it's a play on that. And so we use oyster mushrooms to mimic a lot of the texture and then also the flavor itself. That's gonna deep fry until crispy brown, so for about 5 to 7 minutes. This is our house-made garlic aioli sauce made with fresh garlic and chives, chopped lettuce, shredded. So then we take our fried oyster mushrooms and add those on, fresh shredded cabbage, our freshly chopped diced tomatoes, then green onions. So we put a little bit of the hot honey, coat that. Then we take our garlic and chives, put that on top. And then, of course, our house chipotle. Boom. Substituting meat is a huge part of our business. I think we like to substitute meat because we cater to an audience that is interested in transitioning into veganism or they love to have vegan food that is familiar, some of the tastes that they're familiar with. And so in the kitchen, we're always thinking about how can we utilize plants as a way, whether it be the texture or the taste, to emulate meat in some kind of ways. We use oyster mushroom because it has a very similar texture. We do a really good play on crab cakes where we'll take hearts of palms and shred it up. And by the time you eat it, you're like, this is really tripping me out because it's a play on like the texture, but also the flavor base is still the same. Veganism can be very policing experience for so many people, which is not what we want to represent. Lack of access also plays a part in like what people can eat or what they feel like they choose to eat. And so I think highlighting that it's a process and that we're still on that journey too, I think is a welcoming piece for the people that we interact with. And our business is a reflection of that.
The current move is vegan food because we want to live. This journey started with a health scare.
When I was in college, I was given a diagnosis of chronic hypertension. And so I was recommended actually to take medication to help support my blood pressure. But as I received the diagnosis, I was also starting to research about plant-based diets and how they can help aid in lowering blood pressure that I had refused to accept. Like, this was just my fate for myself. And so I started working out heavily. I also started transitioning slowly into veganism, where I didn't immediately become vegan. It was like over a 5 or 6 year process of me starting to eliminate red meats out of my diet, just being more intentional and thinking about what I'm eating. And so through that, I was able to see a decrease in my blood pressure and changes within my health and my overall weight. We're still learning about how to eat more intentionally and more healthy, and we want our food truck to be a representation of that.
Say hi. Wave to the camera. Say Vegan Hood Chefs. And what was your name?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel? Yeah. I feel like I heard that before.
It's a church song.
Yeah. Okay. 3580.
Watch your back, Amy.
Yep. Here you go. We actually met each other in high school, and one of our initial activist moments together was around our teacher saying a racist comment in class, and both Ranisha and I organized a protest where we basically shut the class down and we had people protesting. We had our first business, the NYA Cafe, that we got as a subset for our radio station. We created the California Club in Texas at Texas Southern University.
Then we created an organization called the Hope Project around voters registration.
We also created a women's empowerment clothing line called Supreme Queen.
We were a part of the Black Friday 14 who shut down the BART station in solidarity with the murder of Mike Brown and the way the war against Black folks. Then we created an initiative called Heal the Hood. And so it's a community-based initiative where we give out free plant-based food and put on a community event where we partner with different community gardens and produce markets to give out free produce to communities that are impacted by food apartheid.
Queen Simone, walk it, girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
Enjoy. We were very intentional around our naming and calling ourselves the Vegan Hood Chefs. Hood has a very negative connotation. A lot of people say it's ghetto, ratchet, you don't feel safe. When that's completely opposite for me. Like, I feel very comfortable in the hood. A lot of people think that when you make this level, you should just leave the hood. And I don't think that that's our goal. Our goal is to make sure that we are able to build up people with us. One of these ways that you could achieve your goal is to eat better. Because by you eating better, you're creating longevity for yourself. Okay, every day I see this and I'm like, yes, this is what I work for. My face is on the billboard. My niece and nephews take pictures in front of it. It's super inspiring.
I am currently 5 months pregnant. I'm expecting baby Freedom, another young Black queen.
Yes.
And it's super important too, because I think it's also a representation. Folks are like, are you working on the truck?
Yes.
Yes, for one, because it brings me joy. Also, two, because this is what it entails to run a small business. Like, this is like real life, and this is what we want people to understand when they're walking into entrepreneurship. I believe that the Vegan Hood Chefs has allowed us to expand our conversation on what resilience looks like in our fight for resilience in our community. What also represents resilience is also being able to engage in joy-based activities and doing things that you love and bring us happiness, because us being Black women and being happy in this society is also fighting against injustice.
So if you visit the truck, you'll hear singing on the mic. There will be twerk breaks, and so we'll be dancing. You'll hear a lot of music that we listen to every day, and we set the vibe. You'll get great food, and you know, it's just a good atmosphere. And we, like she said, we're very intentional in making sure that we hold space for folks. You could come to the truck and we're gonna dance, we're gonna sing, we're gonna do everything.
Black woman owned. Clari-T Media.
Hi, I'm Ken Granderson, and I'm the co-founder and chief technology officer of blackfacts.com.
Hello, my name is Dale Dowdy, and I am the CEO and co-founder of blackfacts.com. There are so many ways that you can get behind blackfacts.com and help tell our stories with technologies that we own. We started Black Facts back in the Wild West days of the internet, 1997. We wanted to create a place where there's a one-stop shop for all things Black history.
As technologists and entrepreneurs, we built our businesses on the internet, and we brought Black Facts along with us. We grew it incrementally alongside our other technology companies.
It looks like a computer game, but surprise, this is a history lesson.
While Black Facts is the world's first searchable online Black history site, back then I actually assumed that there were many other players in the Black history space that would have more content and resources than we did. Little did I foresee that more and more schools would stop teaching history, Black history in particular, and more parents and students and teachers would be concerned about knowing their culture and would seek that information online, eventually coming to blackfacts.com.
Who knew that almost 25 years later, our site would be the #1 listing in all the major search engines with over 1.6 million monthly visitors? In 2018, when we realized that still nobody else had done anything even vaguely similar, we decided to focus our time, energy, and resources into growing Black Facts into what we always knew it could be. So, pick your metaphor.
Google for Black stuff.
Black Wikipedia.
W.E.B. Du Bois Encyclopedia Africana. You get the idea.
Since then, we've invested countless hours redesigning and re-architecting Black Facts from its original text-oriented system into an image and video-rich, responsive, and AI-driven content analysis, management, and syndication platform intended to empower journalists, educators, community leaders, and regular people to share our stories.
Who's that? No, that's the first astronaut.
So, we're raising funds to expand the depth and expertise of our team and to make strategic investments in marketing. With an expanded team, we have 8 potential revenue streams that we can execute on while still remaining relatively small.
We need to get the word out that we've been here for 25 years, and over the next 25 years, Black Facts will become the ultimate resource for our shared history.
You can join our mailing list. You can post about us on your social media. You can become a premium member of the site. You can become a corporate sponsor, or tell your company about our diversity web widgets that can play hundreds of Black History videos on your diversity page. Black Facts is the place to go for all Black people throughout the world so that we can be informed, educated, inspired, and empowered in an era where more and more are realizing that we must create our own solutions to the challenges that we face.
Let me hear the reading.
Freeing yourself was one thing. Claiming ownership of that freed self was another.
Hello, everyone. It's Alicia Mayo, the founder and CEO at Clari-T Media. Just saying thank you to everyone supporting Clari-T Media. You can find us on all of your favorite social media platforms. Please follow, like, share, and subscribe. And visit our website at www.claritmedia.org so that you can help us produce more great content like this by making your tax-deductible contribution today. Thank you so much, and have a happy holiday season.
Smooth it out for him. Let's swoop on him. Come on. Yeah. I focus on the energy. I was taught morals. I ain't like them other dudes. I am not mortal. Always did my own thing. I was never normal. How she say she used to love me, now we barely cordial. I know I caused a lot of pain and I remain remorseful. Newest to the new edition, Bell Biv DeVoe. Truest to the truth spitting, trying to reverse this karma. Characteristics of most men raised by their mama. Bear my soul still protected by the gold armor. Won't catch me counting sheep till I'm counting commas. I done been around a lot of greatness, I was honored. From OGs on the yard to Barack Obama. I know my purpose deeper than radio plays, but got more heat than anything that radio plays. Some people may not even like the way I play, but you ain't John Gruden around here, you ain't calling no plays. I'm Steve Kerr with the clipboard, Lynch with the stiff arm, Kugler on the storyboard. Always visualize myself in the realm of the greats. Take constructive criticism but smell when it's hate. I know there's nothing that can keep me from my fate. Godspeed, I'm just moving at my own pace. Focused on the journey, the result is destined. 2020, all I'm doing counting blessings. Manifesting, learning lessons and progressing. Every direction I'm stepping, bring a conscious presence. Toast to life, celebrating for those in the essence. King Victor, I'ma shine for you, moon and crescent. Like it's destined, while you're so peacefully resting. Spread your message, use this music as a medicine. So many of us out here struggling through the pain. Your mother dancing at your memorial made me put a lot of things in perspective. A pure expression, strength to sorrow, something to marvel. Now I embrace every second like it's no tomorrow. Tell everybody close I love them, cause I never know when my time to go. And yours was too soon. How many of our roses never get to fully bloom? We get brothers like you and Nipsey once in the blue moon. Both broke my heart. Irony, both passed away Sundays in March, 21 days apart. A king and young ace. Know that God was saying something, none can take their place. But the marathon continue, I'm gonna run the race. West Oakland and South Central, buying up estates. Know you be waiting for me up at heaven gates. We gon' play some Coltrane, we just need a bass. Find Dewey, Jay, and Alicia, you'll be straight. I'll be here counting more blessings than I can calculate. 1 for life, 2 for love, 3 for the gifts, I'm so grateful when they come. 4 for the season, 5 for the family, 6 for the town, cause it made me who I am. 7 for opportunity, every place that I've been. 8 for good times, and praying they never end. 9 for good health, yo, you see I'm getting slim. Pulled up in a new whip, I can stop at 10, but blessings is infinite, divine, I witness it. Every morning I open my eyes, I feel limitless. Even all the bullshit I be dealing with. So many blessings, cause I still exist. I'm still in this.
live stream is being brought to you by Clari-T Media. Support the San Francisco Dreamkeeper Initiative, recognizing and investing in the diverse Black and African American communities of San Francisco with a wide range of programs to support youth, families, seniors, and members of the Black LGBTQ+ communities. Dreamkeeper San Francisco is fostering hope for generations of Black people to feel free to dream boldly. Visit dreamkeepersf.org today.
My name is Gwendolyn Brown, and I am Black San Francisco.
My name is Evan, and I'm Black San Francisco.
Hi, I'm Erica, and I am Black San Francisco.
My hope is that Black San Franciscans realize they have the authority to claim stake. That just because the houses here are $1 million does not mean that we do not belong here, because the fact of the matter is we built it.
I want to see Black people owning homes. I want to see Black folks with jobs in tech. I want to see Black folks playing with their kids at aquatic park.
Black equity. I want us to have equity in San Francisco, and that as far as business, as far as home ownership and space. I want people to come to San Francisco and see us beyond, in communities beyond Bayview.
First of all, a lot of honesty from our city, from people from different districts, so that the same resources and the same support that's in the marina, you know, it could happen here in the Bayview.
We're fighting for home ownership, we're fighting for equity for our business, Black businesses, and for space and culture. We just want to bring our city back, and we want to make sure that folks know that there has always been a Black San Francisco, and there always will be.
BlackFacts.com presents educational series, Black History in America. December 1955, Rosa Parks and the Montgomery Bus Boycott. Narrated by Timbuktu. On December 1, 1955, an African-American woman named Rosa Parks was riding a city bus in Montgomery, Alabama when the driver told her to give up her seat to a white man. Parks refused and was arrested for violating the city's racial segregation ordinances, which mandated that Black passengers sit in the back of public buses and give up their seats for white riders if the front seats were full. Parks, a 42-year-old seamstress, was also the secretary of the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP. As she later explained, "I had been pushed as far as I could stand to be pushed. I had decided that I would have to know once and for all what rights I had as a human being and a citizen. For days after Park's arrest, an activist organization called the Montgomery Improvement Association, led by a young pastor named Martin Luther King, Jr., spearheaded a boycott of the city's municipal bus company. Because African Americans made up some 70% of the bus company's riders at the time, and the great majority of Montgomery's black citizens supported the bus boycott, its impact was immediate. About 90 participants in the Montgomery bus boycott, including King, were indicted under a law forbidding conspiracy to obstruct the operation of a business. Found guilty, King immediately appealed the decision. Meanwhile, the boycott stretched on for more than a year, and the bus company struggled to avoid bankruptcy. On November 13, 1956, in Browder v. Gale, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld a lower court's decision declaring the bus company's segregation seating policy unconstitutional under the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. King called off the boycott on December 20th, and Rosa Parks, known as the mother of the civil rights movement, would be one of the first to ride the newly desegregated buses.
You're watching Clari-T Media. Out of chaos comes clarity.
Masks reduce the spread of COVID-19. COVID-19 spreads from person to person through respiratory droplets as we cough, sneeze, talk, or breathe. Wear a mask that covers your nose and mouth and fits snugly against the side of your face without gaps. Masks act as a barrier to help stop respiratory droplets from spreading to others. They also act as a barrier to help stop droplets in the air from spreading to you. If you are within 6 feet of a person with COVID-19, you could be exposed. Stay at least 6 feet from other people and wear a mask. If possible and safe, increase ventilation by opening windows, doors, and using fans. Wear a mask over your mouth and nose. Stay at least 6 feet away from others. Avoid crowds and poorly ventilated spaces. Wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds. Get a COVID-19 vaccine when it's available to you.
The holidays come to life in Oakland. Celebrate with friends, food, and shopping. It's all here, Oakland for the holidays. The art of a perfect holiday. Core Creations is Oakland for the holiday.
Too Cute Boutique has everything she wants for Christmas. We are Oakland for the holidays.
What's Christmas without wine? The Wine Noir is Oakland for the holidays.
Come out, shop, and celebrate the season. Support the businesses that support our community. We are Oakland for the holidays.